In the world of changemakers, a handful of nonprofit organizations stand out for their transformative impact on society. These organizations champion causes that lift communities, empower individuals, and create a ripple effect of positivity across the globe. Here are 5 inspiring stories of great nonprofits that have not only made a difference, but have become pillars of hope for millions. Their journeys, struggles, and ultimate successes demonstrate the power of purpose and dedication to change. Number 1. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. When it comes to large-scale philanthropy, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation stands out as a trailblazer. Established in 2000, its mission is clear: to reduce poverty, improve healthcare, and expand access to education. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, along with his then-wife Melinda, decided early in their lives that their vast wealth would be used to tackle some of the greatest challenges facing humanity. "It's not fair that we have so much wealth when billions of people have so little," Gates once said, reflecting on the growing disparity between rich and poor. The foundation was born from a deep desire to address these inequalities and help those who are often left behind. Initially, their focus was on expanding access to technology in public libraries in the United States. However, as they learned more about global issues, their vision broadened to include health, poverty, and education around the world. One of the most remarkable achievements of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has been its work in global health. In particular, their contributions toward the eradication of polio have been groundbreaking. At the beginning of the 21st century, polio was still paralyzing thousands of children every year, especially in poorer countries. The foundation joined forces with other organizations in the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, contributing billions of dollars to ensure that vaccines reach even the most remote parts of the world. Thanks to these efforts, the number of polio cases has dropped by 99%, with the disease nearly eradicated today. This monumental feat underscores the foundation's belief that every life has equal value and that no child should suffer from preventable diseases. The miracle of vaccines is that they are simple, inexpensive, and incredibly powerful, Bill Gates once remarked, emphasizing how their work on vaccinations goes beyond polio. The foundation also made a significant impact on the fight against malaria. In many parts of Africa, malaria has long been a leading cause of death, especially among children. By investing in better treatments, insecticide-treated bed nets, and research into new vaccines, the Gates Foundation has helped save millions of lives. Their relentless commitment to global health earned widespread recognition, and their work in tackling HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis further solidify their reputation as leaders in global healthcare. The Gates Foundation's work extends far beyond long-term development goals. They have also been at the forefront of responding to global crises. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the foundation became one of the most prominent voices advocating for equitable access to vaccines. They donated billions to vaccine research and worked tirelessly to ensure that vaccines would be distributed fairly, particularly in low- and middle-income countries. Bill Gates was instrumental in the creation of COVAX, a global initiative aimed at ensuring that COVID-19 vaccines reach everyone, regardless of where they live. "We're trying to make sure that this pandemic doesn't become yet another instance where rich countries get the vaccines first and poor countries get left behind," he said, underscoring the foundation's dedication to equity. One of the core philosophies of the foundation is that philanthropy should be data-driven and measurable. Bill and Melinda Gates have often spoken about the importance of measuring success, not just in terms of money spent, but in the impact it creates. Their annual Goalkeepers Report tracks progress on global health and development goals, ensuring that the world stays focused on the path to ending poverty. In Melinda's words, philanthropy is not about the money you give. It's about using the platform and influence you have to drive real change. Their commitment to using their influence and resources to create a fairer, healthier world continues to inspire millions around the globe. Number 2. Oxfam. Since its founding in 1942, Oxfam has become one of the most impactful nonprofit organizations in the world, known for tackling poverty and inequality head-on. It all began during World War II in Oxford, England, when a group of activists banded together to help famine-stricken citizens in Nazi-occupied Greece. This small act of solidarity planted the seed for what would grow into a global movement, one committed to the belief that no one should live in poverty. Oxfam's mission is built on the idea that poverty is not just about the lack of resources, but the result of inequality and injustice. Through advocacy, disaster relief, and long-term development programs, Oxfam has worked tirelessly to create a world where everyone, regardless of where they live, has the opportunity to thrive. "The fight against poverty is not about charity, it's about justice," said Oxfam's former executive director Winnie Ban Nima, highlighting the organization's approach to empowering communities rather than just providing handouts. Oxfam has expanded to operate in over 90 countries, working in some of the most difficult and dangerous environments in the world, including conflict zones and areas affected by natural disasters. One of Oxfam's most significant contributions to humanitarian efforts was its role during the 1984 Ethiopian famine. Through massive fundraising campaigns and partnerships, Oxfam was able to provide critical food and medical aid to millions of people on the brink of starvation. They not only offered immediate relief but also advocated for long-term solutions to hunger, focusing on agricultural development and fair trade policies. Oxfam's work doesn't stop at disaster relief. The organization has consistently been a global advocate for women's rights, believing that empowering women is key to ending poverty. Through initiatives like We Care, that is Women's Economic Empowerment and Care, Oxfam has helped women gain access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities, particularly in developing nations. As part of this, they work with local communities to shift societal norms that keep women in poverty, ensuring they have equal rights and opportunities to succeed. In recent years, Oxfam has sharpened its focus on the growing inequality gap, calling attention to the stark differences between the world's wealthiest and the poorest. Through their annual inequality report, Oxfam highlights the need for systemic change, addressing the concentration of wealth and the policies that perpetuate economic inequality. This research has been instrumental in sparking discussions on tax reform and social safety nets, putting pressure on governments and corporations to address global disparities. In the words of Bayanyima, extreme poverty is not inevitable. It's the result of economic systems and policies that prioritize the few of the many. Oxfam continues to be a voice for the marginalized, challenging the structures that sustain poverty and advocating for a fairer, more equitable world. Number 3. The Tony Elumelu Foundation. The Tony Elumelu Foundation, founded in 2010 by Nigerian entrepreneur and philanthropist Tony Elumelu, is a leading African philanthropy committed to empowering entrepreneurs across the continent. The foundation's mission is to drive economic development and reduce poverty by fostering a new generation of African entrepreneurs. Through its flagship program, the TEF Entrepreneurship Program, the foundation has impacted thousands of lives and is helping to reshape Africa's future. Since its inception, the program has trained, mentored, and funded about 20,000 entrepreneurs from across all 54 African countries, providing them with the essential skills and financial support to start and scale their businesses. Each year, the foundation selects about 1,000 to receive $5,000 seed capital, along with extensive business training and mentorship. By nurturing these entrepreneurs, the foundation is contributing to the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and advancing Africa's development agenda. The foundation has partnered with leading global organizations, including the United Nations Development Program and the European Union, to scale its impact and reach more entrepreneurs. These collaborations reflect the foundation's commitment to working with diverse stakeholders to achieve its mission. Number 4. The MasterCard Foundation. Established in 2006, it's a prominent philanthropic organization committed to advancing financial inclusion, education, and youth empowerment across the globe. Born from the success of MasterCard's innovative financial services, the foundation has dedicated itself to creating opportunities for individuals in underserved communities, aiming to alleviate poverty and drive sustainable development. Education is one of the pillars of the MasterCard Foundation's work. The foundation invests heavily in education and skills development programs, focusing particularly on young people in Africa and other underserved regions. The goal is to equip youth with the knowledge, skills, and opportunities they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world. The foundation's scholarship program exemplifies this commitment. Through partnerships with leading universities and institutions, the program provides scholarships to talented students from low-income backgrounds, enabling them to pursue higher education and build a brighter future. Since its inception, the program has supported thousands of students, many of whom have gone on to become leaders in their fields, driving positive change in their communities. Youth empowerment is central to the MasterCard Foundation's mission. The foundation believes that young people are powerful agents of change and invests in programs that help them realize their potential. The Youth Employment Program is a prime example of this approach. This initiative focuses on creating job opportunities and supporting entrepreneurship among young people, providing them with the skills and resources needed to succeed in the workforce or start their own businesses. As the foundation looks to the future, it remains committed to its vision of a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Number 5. The Ford Foundation. The Ford Foundation, established in 1936 by Edsel Ford and Henry Ford, founders of the Ford Motor Company, has become one of the world's largest and most influential philanthropic organizations. Over the years, the foundation has expanded its reach far beyond the automotive industry, evolving into a global leader in advancing social justice, reducing poverty, and promoting human rights. The Ford Foundation began as a small regional organization with a mission to support social welfare and education initiatives. As it grew, the foundation broadened its focus to address the root causes of inequality and injustice. The organization's mission shifted to advancing human welfare, and it has since committed billions of dollars to a wide range of causes that aim to make the world a fairer and more just place. One of the Ford Foundation's most impactful contributions has been its support of the civil rights movement in the United States. During the 1950s and 1960s, the foundation played a pivotal role in supporting key civil rights organizations such as the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, which fought against racial segregation and discrimination. By funding legal battles that challenged racial injustice and promoting educational opportunities for African Americans, the Ford Foundation helped lay the groundwork for the landmark Supreme Court ruling in Brown's Board of Education in 1954, which declared racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional. In addition to civil rights, the Ford Foundation has long been an advocate for gender equality. Through its grants and initiatives, the foundation has supported programs aimed at empowering women, advancing reproductive rights, and challenging gender-based violence. The Ford Foundation has long recognized the importance of arts and culture in advancing social justice. The foundation supports artists, writers, filmmakers, and cultural organizations that use their platforms to address societal issues, challenge injustices, and inspire change. The foundation's Creativity and Free Expression program provides grants to artists and cultural institutions that are working to foster inclusion and represent marginalized voices. This program not only nurtures creative expression, but also promotes freedom of speech and civil liberties, empowering individuals to use art as a tool for activism and societal reflection. As the Ford Foundation continues to evolve, its mission remains clear: to fight injustice and inequality wherever it exists. With more than $16 billion in endowment and decades of experience, the foundation has helped shape the modern philanthropic landscape, proving that philanthropy can be a powerful force for social change. These 5 nonprofit organizations are more than just charities. They are powerful movements of change. Whether it's providing clean water, empowering businesses, or offering medical care in war zones, each organization has taken on monumental challenges with heart, passion, and dedication. Their stories inspire not only because of the large-scale impacts they've made, but because they show us that with the right focus, relentless effort, and a commitment to justice, lasting change is possible. As the world continues to face new challenges, these nonprofits serve as beacons of hope, proving that together, we can make the world a better place for all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment on one thing that inspired you, and subscribe to our channel, Letters of Inspiration, spreading inspiration one letter at a time. Until next time, stay inspired.